All right. I have a feeling. No, it's okay. YouTube's fine. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning. Let's see who we got going on here. Oh, hi, Mikey. I'm excited to see you on Sunday. Good morning, Megan. Hi, Rose. Hi, Kim. Hi, Denise. Good morning, Jackie and Anissa. Good morning. Hi, Jen. Hi, Janine. Hi, other Jen. We have a lot of Jens. Good evening, Sarah. Hi, Jennifer Peachy. Hi, Cynthia. Oh my God, I just called you Cynthia. That felt so weird. Hi, Cindy. Hey, Krista. Good morning, Arlene. Hi, Janelle. Hi to everybody joining on TikTok. Welcome. Good morning, Nicole. Hey, Jean. Hey, Kate. How's everybody doing this morning? Did we get sleep? Do we need more sleep? Do we know what real sleep is anymore? Hey, Cassie. Oh my God, mine did too. Janelle says her dream said to eat cleaner, and my dreams also said the same thing. It is not a joke right now, my friends. This is not a drill. It's not a drill. Oh, excellent. A weekend off sounds great. Hi, Steph. Hi, Freddie in Nicaragua. You got your Wi-Fi stabilized? Hey, Chelsea. Oh, I hope you feel better. Yeah. Um, let's let's light some of these things on fire. I need to get another bundle of sage over here. Ooh, that's interesting. Hey, Mary Beth. Hello. Here's some smudgies for you, TikTok. Good morning. And some smudgies for Instagram and YouTube and me. Oh no, that was my hair. Ooh. Well, if you see smoke coming out of the back of my head, just let me know. It'll be fine. That's a little fire. Okay, just a little more. It's okay. You'll fix it, right? Oh my God, there it was. Did you see that? It was literally on fire. That actually wasn't a joke. It was on fire. Okay, so Mikey, if you see bald spot, you know what happened. Oh my God, I need to be more careful. Thank you. Damn it. It totally burned through my it totally burned through my sweater. It's fine, we'll try it again. Well, if that doesn't just tell you about the energy today, I don't know what is. There's your energy update for the weekend. Be careful. Oh my Lord. Okay. Whew. Everybody on TikTok has a really like much more clear view of my shoulder, and they're all like, "It's on your shoulder." Oh man. Hey Shelly. Hey Susan. I don't remember dreaming, but woke up in the same spot I fell asleep and my back was so spongy and in pain. Oof. You know, I've been having a lot of pain in my body as well. Like today I woke up feeling like I, have been doing heavy lifting and running around a lot, which I wasn't doing yesterday at all. So, oof, it's been a lot. Good morning. I'm just touching this deck for some reason. This morning, when we get to the sensory card pulls, I'm feeling the mix. So I'm probably going to do a mix of the Earth Magic deck and Wisdom of Avalon. But actually, hold on a second. What do you want to do? I think this is subject to change, obviously. Um, but we might actually pull some animals out today to get some animal energy too. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. And Fairy Forest, as usual, is just there staring at me like daring me to pull a card from there. So we'll see. We'll see when we get there. We'll see when we get there. So if you're new, I know I posted a TikTok yesterday that's moving faster than my usual one. So I have some new followers. So welcome over on TikTok. If the stream on TikTok gets warbly, you can also catch the stream simultaneously on my Instagram or on my YouTube, which is linked in my profile. So if you have any technical difficulties on TikTok, jump over to Instagram. But here's what we do for Coffee Magic. We chat, and then I do sensory card pulls. So I pick 3 things. You choose which one you're most aligned with, and then I shuffle through and give you a general energetic reading. It's always a good time. All right. So that's what we're doing. Let's talk real quick about that TikTok and about the post I made on Instagram about the tsunami energy. So, those of you who have been joining in with the channeling in Inner Sanctum, we've been talking about that earthquakes and tsunami for a minute now. So, while the TikTok I made and the post I made was a metaphor, that's a metaphor because that's the image that came through for me. There is not the probability of tsunami along the East Coast is not actually improbable at all. It's very possible if La Palma should really get going over there. So we shall see. But that is not Jacinda. I just made a TikTok on the post I made on Instagram. It's the same thing, just with that image. But here's the image if you missed it. I'll just tell you what it is. So yeah, it was yesterday, which was Thursday. And I have to tell you, Thursday was a really weird day. It was one of those days where all day long I couldn't quite land into what day it was. And it felt like moving through different timelines, almost like the timelines were going vroom, 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 like that, like back and forth almost. And I was just not sure which one I was in at any point in time. So that was like the feeling of the whole day for me. And I know my friend Jen was feeling very similarly as well. And when you get that deja vu feeling, like, oh, I've done this before. It's not really that you've done this before. Sometimes it's more like the timelines are moving and overlapping and then going back and forth, right? This is a big deal, and it's kind of interesting to have this talk with you because we've talked about the split energy since last spring, right? We started in around June-ish or May talking about it. The last big split energy was for Lionsgate, August 8th, portal. And here we are again, ramping up to solstice. And this is another very intense split energy. Okay. And when we say split energy, it really does mean like where are you like on an energetic level vibrating? And if you think about it without personality, without saying like, well, this is where I want to be, without that willpower, where would you be vibrating if you were just on autopilot, right? Who would you be vibrating with? So like vibrates with like, right? So ideally, you would be vibrating with those around you who are vibrating around the same space, right? Most of the time that's not the case because we have structured ourselves that we keep people and groups around us that don't necessarily grow with us, right? And sometimes are like in direct opposition with the vibration that we're at. Split energy comes through to equalize that. It's kind of a big sorting energy. And so in this next energy split, there's choices to be made, right? And so the image that came through yesterday when I woke up was that of a beach, and the water has receded. It's continuing to recede. There's no birds making any sounds. There's kind of an eerie tint to the air, and a bunch of people have gathered on the shore because they're like, "Oh my god, where's the water going? This is so wild, and I want to miss a thing. Like, what's happening?" At the same time, other people have seen that water moving out and they're like, "Ooh, I know what that means. I've been told. I've never seen it in person, but I know what it means. If the water is receding out, it's got to come back in. It's just the way it is." And that's called a tsunami. And when it comes back in, it's not just that tide coming back in, it's the whole fucking ocean. So I'm heading to high ground. Now, as part of that analogy, those who are on the beach watching the waters go out are like, "Why are you guys freaking out? Like, everyone said it's fine. Let's watch and see. Let's see what happens. I don't want to miss this. This is like the big show." Whereas over here, they're like, "As much as I'd like to see the big show, I'd like to not do that even more." So now you have two groups of people. One group over here saying you're being ridiculous, and this group over here saying, "I'm not going to say anything anymore because you don't listen to me," right? We've been all learning about tsunamis all this time, but you're not retaining that information. So I'm heading to high ground. That's kind of the energy right now. And of course, it's like right in time for the holidays. I do not this is my personal opinion at this time. Like when I made that post and did the TikTok, I was not thinking literally. This was a metaphor. This is a meme expressing energy in a metaphor. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Allow that metaphor to work for you in your life. Okay? Allow it to always, like, this is a good rule of thumb, right? When listening to anybody who does any type of energetic work, any channeling, anything like that, never take anything anybody says as gospel. That's not your job. And I say that very, very seriously because, I do this almost every day. Don't just listen to me. Run everything through your own body and make your own decision. You are the one who has to decide what makes sense for you and what's true for you. Other people should not be making that decision for you. They should not be making that decision for you. So we're going to do card pulls. I'm telling you about this metaphor. If it resonates with you, awesome. If it doesn't, that's okay too. You have to run everything through your body and make sure that your body agrees with you. Okay? Make sure your body says, "Yeah, I really feel that. I really feel that." Okay? Don't listen to anybody until you've run it through your body. It's really important right now. Our minds, kind of programmed into all kinds of different interesting things right now. But our bodies are here. They're here to be the bullshit detectors. So use them. Okay? So yeah, big energy. Today is the 17th. Tomorrow is the 18th. We have our full moon in Gemini channel and ritual and channeling at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope a lot of you guys can join live. That is an invite only for Inner Sanctum members. If you'd like to join Inner Sanctum, hop on over to innersanctum.me or jump on my profile. There's a 5-day free trial. 5-day free trial will get you access to the call tomorrow, and it's recorded and sent to you. Or, and in addition, it gives you access to all the previous rituals and channeling, which are still relevant. They don't expire with the different moon cycles. So you get a lot in there you can explore. I have an app. It's called Inner Sanctum. You can find it in the Apple Store and the Google Play Store, and you'll be able to figure out how to do all that through there. So that's Saturday, full moon in Gemini. We're in this energy right now. Then Venus goes retrograde on Sunday. And then Tuesday, winter solstice. On Tuesday, winter solstice, 8:30 in the morning, I'm holding a free solstice event. You have to sign up for it though. There's only 100 spots available. So I don't know how many are left right now, but if you'd like to join, and this will be something that will give you a taste of what it's like to be in Inner Sanctum. There's a lot of changes coming to Inner Sanctum and all of the Sarah Amala things for 2022. And so now's the time to get into Inner Sanctum and lock in those 2022 prices, 2021 prices, because next year they're jumping and they'll be double what they are now. So get in on the ground floor because everything's about to change. In addition, on Sunday night, you can join us for a free info session on the 8-week program that I'm doing in January, Sex, Love, and Your Body. So you can sign up for that to learn more as well. And that's a lot of information I just gave you and not very clear. But if you have questions, send me a DM, follow me on Instagram, or go to my website, okay, sarahmala.com. All right. Whew. All right, you ready? We're gonna do these sensory card pulls. All right, let's see what we're doing this morning. All right, I'm just getting so many weird ones. Just give me a second to sort through them. No, it's not closet stay, but hey, closets was funny. You have to admit that was funny. Okay, it's boats. It's different types of boats. Okay, are you ready? The first type of boat is a submarine. The second type of boat is a yacht. The third type of boat is a kayak. Submarine, yacht, kayak. Which type of water traveling thing are you feeling this morning? Submarine, yacht, kayak. Drop your choice in drop your choice in the I know all my Central PA people are probably going to be choosing kayak. Okay, so drop it in the comments and I'll begin shuffling. All right. It looks like we're doing Wisdom of Avalon this morning. That's my favorite kind of sub, Krista. Krista just put the sandwich emoji. Kayak with a side of yacht. We have a lot of yacht and kayak. That's kind of funny. All right, so if you're just joining, we're about to do sensory card pulls. You're choosing from a submarine, a yacht, or a kayak. You can feel more than one if you feel into that and that feels aligned with you. But just kind of drop it in to the comments what your choice is. All right, and I'm gonna choose. What am I gonna choose? Submarine. I'm feeling submarine. All right. Oh, interesting, Heather. Heather says she's picking all three, and for each one, a specific person in my life posed in my head. So that's really interesting. Riding in a kayak on a yacht. There we go, Sarah. All right, here we go. If you chose submarine, this first one is going to be for you. And definitely, like if you chose submarine, don't leave after submarine because you'll want to hear the other one. Sometimes there's good info there for you. Okay. They do. Okay. So, question for those of you who were here on Wednesday. Did you also get these two cards? Did you get the risk and the movement card? I'm curious if you did. I feel like this is very familiar to me. Okay. I'll wait. You let me know. Jacinda says yes. Jackie thinks she did. Okay. And I just think that's really interesting. Okay. And Jen says yes. All right. Okay. So and you had like the water fairy with it, right? With your feelings and emotions or something like that. Okay. Anyway, if you pick submarine, here's your story. I was just asking. We've got the movement, we've got the risk, and the earth fairy. Okay. Let's talk about earth fairy first. And I think this is funny because I've been having a lot of body things lately. This is about your physical body. Okay. The earth fairy is about your physical body. You're being asked to really tap into that. What's my dog doing? You're being asked to really tap into that and to listen to what your body is needing right now. There's something that needs a shift. So for some people, it's like there's too much of something, like too much too much heavy things that are hard for your body to digest. So you might want to look into no, I don't want to say this because I feel like that's very triggering for anybody with an eating disorder. Pay attention to pay attention to what your body is asking for and do your best to give that to your body. Okay. Drink a lot of water and make sure that the water that you're drinking is optimized for hydration. So maybe a little bit of Himalayan pink salt in there, just like a touch of maple syrup and lemon just to kind of activate it, or just squeeze a citrus in the water to wake it up, and really drink your water with intention to hydrate your body. Okay. But this is all about your body because we need our bodies to be like in tip top shape for what's coming. We need to be able to hold this big energy that's coming in. So if you've been feeling kind of bowled over by this energy, chances are your actual physical vessel has needs attention. There's something that it needs looking at. Okay. So there's that. Now, then you also have the risk and the movement card. This is the risk and the movement card is tying in from past things you've heard. Okay. You know this already, but I'm going to tell you again. You're in a time of like you're moving into this next space, but you're scared about it. Okay? You're moving into the next space, but you're scared about it. It feels risky. It feels like you don't know what's on the other side of trusting yourself, and you've never trusted yourself, and so to be asked to trust yourself is like, does anybody else sign off on this, or am I the only one with the pen? Because I think someone else should have the pen. And that kind of energy is causing you to really doubt yourself, and even to doubt what you're feeling, your intentions, everything. It's a bad whirlwind to be in, right? It's not a fun one. This card is asking you to just remember that right before the big pop is the most tension. Right before, like, people say, like, business coaches and, like Anthony Robbins and people that always say something like, it's those minutes right before somebody makes it that they decide to turn back around, right? They're right there. They had like 3 inches left to go, and they're like, I give up. I can't do this one more second. And it was like, one more second, and you would have been there. That's the energy. That's the energy that we're in. Sorry, one second. Just want to make sure my dog isn't doing anything stupid. I'm texting her. All right. So that's your submarine message. That's your submarine message. You're right there. So keep going. Exactly. We break through on precipices. Exactly right. That was my message for today. So no shocker there, I suppose. All right. I'm shuffling for the yacht. Well, this is an interesting energy. Okay. So if you chose yacht, this is yours. We're starting off with the good old burden, followed up with the owl, and followed by the bard. So, what are we up to here? This is an interesting energy. I bet you yacht people were tricked into picking this one. No, I'm just kidding. This is totally fine. Don't worry about it. We're going to talk about it. All right. So, first off, those of you who feel really aligned with tree energy, look up white birch. White birch. See if the symbolism of white birch means something to you. I don't have it currently in my head. Wait, I forget I have the internet right in front of me. Let me look it up. White birch symbolism. Okay, ready? As the birch is the pioneer species, this gives it a symbol of rebirth, new beginnings, and growth. Ugh. Symbol of rebirth, new beginnings, and growth. It's a sacred tree within the mythology of the Celts and is thought to have very protective influences. In Celtic mythology, birch is also a tree of beginnings and came to symbolize renewal and purification. Birch is the first tree of Ogham, the Celtic tree alphabet. As birch is one of the first trees to come into leaf, it would be an obvious choice as a symbol of spring. Okay. Make sure we got everything here. So basically, new beginnings. New beginnings. Okay. So here's an interesting twist for you. That's the kind of tree that's on this card. And it's like the burden of new beginnings is what this particular card is aligning with for you. It's like it's a heavy feeling, quite honestly, if you've been feeling a little heavy this week, because in order to truly step into a new beginning, there are things you have to let go of, right? Because you can't bring everything with you. And it's also one of those things, like, think about if you've ever had to break up, like in a relationship with somebody, a friendship or romantic, and there are things about that friendship or relationship that you actually really love and value, but the relationship itself with this person is just not working, right? So you have to walk away. It's a similar energy with this burden, because while there are so many good things that you would love to take with you, you know that energy can't go with you where you're going. So you have to kind of make that decision, and it feels heavy and you'd rather not, right? So you've probably rather nodded most of this year, and now you're at that crux point where you have to really make that decision. And that's the shitty energy. And I'm sorry, because there's no, like, you can't philosophize your way out of how that feels, because you're supposed to feel it. That's how you're made. You're made to have feelings and feel them. So don't try to bypass that by dressing it up. Don't try to make it into this massive, like, spiritual tome. It's not. It doesn't have to be that way. It just sucks and it hurts, but you have to make a decision. Okay, so that's your burden. In addition, you have the owl here, and the owl is going to come through to ask you to kind of widen your perception, because you may not be seeing everything that's going on. And again, we don't need to always see everything that's going on. That's a lot of responsibility, but in this particular case, it feels like there's some energy around you that is not being very transparent or upfront. And whatever not being upfront about could really factor into some decision making that you need to get into. So just be aware. Just be aware. Okay. Then we have the Bard. And this card is really the Bard card is really tapping into the new, right? Everything that happens to you in your life is part of your story. And like any story, you have different chapters and then you have different sections. So imagine the story of your life with, like, part 1, part 2, part 3, and, like, however many chapters in each part. Every time you get to a new chapter, like, the energy changes, right? But it's pulling on energy from a previous chapter. When you get to a new part, however, it's kind of a full stop. And you never know when you get into part 2, it's like, well, from whose perspective are we now hearing from? Are we in a completely different country? Everything can change when you move from part to part, whereas chapter to chapter, it's a little different, right? You're moving into the new part of your story, okay? Everything comes together to make sense at some point. Right now, you have to trust that you're moving into a different part, and that is why some of the old energies are not coming with you, okay? That is your yacht thing. It's your yacht. Good morning. All right. And then the last one is the kayak. It's the kayak. Whew. All right. Kayak is coming up. Let me just do this. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's all right. It's actually fine. I just haven't seen this card in a second, and I thought that was funny, so I just said that to scare you. Okay. It's kayak time. When I'm finished with kayak, don't leave, because I'm going to do one more card pull from a different deck. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that. And if you see me start to sign off before I do that, can you just say, "Hey, Sarah, you said you were going to pull a card," because I do that. Okay, thank you. It's the Wasp, the Novice, the Stag, it's okay, guys. Remember, the Wasp is actually a good sign, disguised as a pain in the ass, as a lot of them are, right? Stop hitting my door, Luna. Luna's fine, by the way. Okay. Janelle says, Susan, it's the Wasp. The wasp is here. Here's the thing, right? It's the wasp is like anger, jealousy. Do you guys like wasps? Because wasps are like the one bug that just inspires the most terror in me. You named your dog Wasp? Oh, Luna. Luna. Yes. Okay, Luna. Um, Wasps just like I don't like them because here's why. They can sting you a lot and not die. So they don't have to make a life or death decision whether or not they want to hurt you. They fly with their little fucking stinger butts just hanging like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to just get you. They look like little satans just floating around. And I just don't like them. Okay. I just don't like them. And I know a lot of people have thoughts about how they're helpful for the ecosystem, and I respect that, but I'm just not aligned with that message. So I fucking hate wasps, okay? And I will tell you though that I've gotten to a point in my life where if I see a wasp, I don't smash it or ask somebody else to smash it. Like the last time I found a wasp, I put a cup over it, paper underneath, and I put that little motherfucker outside. So I just want you to know that I've gotten to that place in my life where I don't kill them. Also, I'm not as inclined to kill them myself anyway because I feel like if I miss, it's going to kill me. Anyway, let me get back to the message. You know how I feel about the wasp. So, with that all in mind, let's understand this message, right? Wasp energy comes around when when what you're doing is making an impact. When your inner work starts to show in your outer world, and those around you who are not ready to do their work and who don't really know how to handle your success start to make you feel bad about yourself or talk shit behind your back or try to knock you down a few pegs so that you're back where they are, so they can still suck your energy or be in the friendship the way that they want to. These are the people who are really happy to be around you when shit's bad so you can commiserate, but then as soon as things start going well for you, they're out of there. They don't even know how to connect. Let the wasp illuminate for you the relationships in your life that are not based in love. Okay? Your friends should be very happy for you when you level up. Your friends should support you in your leveling up. They should say, your success is my success. If they do not, put a cup over them, slide a paper underneath, and deposit them outside. Okay? Novice and the stag. The novice this energy is very similar to, if you're familiar with tarot, very similar to the Fool card, okay? To the number one card. And this is all about starting off on your new journey, okay? Your new journey, for those of you who are perfectionists and think that you need to do everything right the first time, this card is coming to remind you that that is actually not true. It's not true. It's actually never been true. In fact, if you've only ever chosen new things to do that you're very good at, that's not actually what you've been doing. Okay? New things are new things because you don't know how to do them yet. Okay? And it's not fair to start a new thing and for it to feel a little weird and wonky and for you to give up and say, this is not for me. So the novice is just coming through to say, you're starting something new. Don't be such a pain in the ass about it. Like, put your head down, learn the ropes, and figure it out and be patient, okay? Time is an illusion, so stop rushing. The stag is here, though, at the same time, and this may seem a little bit difficult to, to encapsulate all of these energies, but the stag is also asking you to have confidence in yourself and to walk into the room like you own it. It's a little bit of Leo energy, healed Leo energy. Healed Leo energy walks into the room knowing that they are the shit and being very happy to share that I'm the shit energy with everybody else, right? Walk in like you have the authority to make your own decisions. I'm going to say that part again because I think that's actually what people need to hear. Walk into the room like you have the authority to make your own decisions. Okay? And that is all I have to say about that. All right, so that is your kayak message for today. And look, I'm not forgetting. I'm going to grab a deck. Which deck am I grabbing? I knew it. Wow. It's Fairy Forest. It's Fairy Forest. All right. Here comes your collective message. This is for everybody for the weekend. It's from my Fairy Forest deck. If you don't have this one, this is a good one. This is one of my faves. It's by Lucy Cavendish. It's the Fairy Forest. And you can find it on Amazon if you don't have a card deck store handy, around in your life. So I'm going to start shuffling. Second round of announcements coming your way. If you're not a part of Inner Sanctum and you would like to join our full moon in Gemini channeling and ritual, which is tomorrow night, it is recorded. You don't have to be there live. You can join Inner Sanctum as a BFF for free and get a 5-day trial, and you can join us. So you can find information for that at innersanctum.me or the link in my bio where it says join Inner Sanctum. And joining Inner Sanctum gets you 2 calls a month in addition to a lot of other things for only $22. And I'm going to tell you, I'll be making a post about it later, but Inner Sanctum is currently $22 a month and you get 2 live calls with me in addition to a full meditation library that I'm constantly adding to. That ridiculous price is going away for 2022, but everybody who signs up before 2022 will be locked into that rate. So I highly recommend, if you're like, I kind of want to work with this weirdo who's on Coffee&Magic in the morning. If that's what you're feeling, that would be your first step because it is very affordable and you get a lot, especially as we move into 2022 when I start sharing with you the new stuff I'm doing. So that would be my first suggestion. Also on Sunday is Venus going into retrograde, and there is a free info session happening at 6 p.m. that you have to sign up for and register for, but it's free. And I'll be explaining to you about the 8-week workshop, Sex, Love, and Your Body. So if you're interested in that, you can learn more by joining that. It's also recorded, so I can send it to you. And then on Tuesday, a free pop-up event for you guys because it's solstice and we need to celebrate that. It'll be at 8:30 in the morning and you do have to register. There's only 100 seats. So all of those links you can find in my profile. Okay? There. Did old things. Okay. Fairy Forest. Cross your fingers that you know which one doesn't come out of here. Or maybe it should. I don't know. I also wonder, I know I said this to you before, but I wonder if I took that card out of this deck and hid it somewhere. I don't think I did, but it keeps popping into my head. So either I thought about it or I did it. I don't know. We'll see. That would be called rigging the deck, that wouldn't be good if I did that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a specific card in this deck, and when it comes out, it's it's very chaotic. Oh, there's 2 cards. Whoa. Spot on, Lisa. Holy shit. Okay. Oh my God, Arlene. Okay, hi. 2 queens. 2 queens. 2 queens have popped up. Take a look at these ladies. Oh my God. This feels wild and kind of epic, right? Look at there. I'm going to show you TikTok. Can you see? It's the Mabon and Athling. It's exciting. Okay. We're going to go with Ethling first because she's number 6, and then we'll go with Mabon after, which is 37. All right. Are you ready? Okay. Heavy is the head who wears the crown. But within every moment, within all responsibilities and circumstances, lies the opportunity to be noble, to be graceful, to be grateful. And this is Athling, a wise being who is able to listen to the pleas and the requests and the demands and to respond without pressure or frustration or tension. She is able to distill the clamor about her into calm and focus on one simple deed at a time. She is not one to sacrifice herself, nor will she allow herself to be influenced and dominated. Nor is she overwhelmed, despite the vast nature of her realm and her responsibilities. She wears her duties lightly, just as she does this crown. And this is your message. Find a way to slow down the demands of your life, create boundaries, cease feeling so obligated to sacrifice your needs to the needs of others who are simply noisier and more entitled. For this moment, breathe and still yourself, and then carefully move forward, focusing on one thing at a time, giving each task your absolute attention. Now is the time for you to be as gracious when you say no as when you give your agreement. To never be cruel or snap or condemn simply because it would be easier to do so. Atheling reminds us that even when under pressure, with duty and status come great responsibility, and we must remember our blessings in order to develop our own contentment. We must extend patience and endow others with dignity. Be kind and be grateful that we have the opportunities that we have to change the world for the better every day. Is everybody delayed on Instagram? I'm sorry, that's annoying. Hello. All right, that was Ethling. Awesome. Amazing. Okay. Next up is Mabon. It's number 37 if you're a person who tracks numbers with that. This is such a fucking like solstice type of card too. Are you ready? Okay. Okay, next one. Mabon. The Mabon is the child of the darkest moment, born when bright hope beckons you into a positive future, born out of what has seemed to be the most hopeless space you have ever been within. This card indicates that you are now thinking magically. What you think, what you are, manifests about you at all times. Now, with this new magical mindset, you begin to transform your life into one of delight and hopefulness and to uplift your companions with your vibrant, positive energy. When we allow ourselves to shine, we become who we were always meant to be. And by example, we encourage others to become who they truly are. You are a powerful role model for others. Keep up the wonderful work. You still have many experiences ahead of you on your journey, but this energy is now your companion and your divine inspiration. Make a wish when you see stars. You may even have a homeland among them. This beautiful card of bright optimism is full of the joy everyone feels when you are celebrating magical living. It is effortless and joyful to do this divine work. The Mabon is the child born. Are you listening? The Mabon is the child born at winter solstice. So this card indicates a rebirth of positive light and energy after a time of lack. You are now about to receive great good fortune, and oh, how good the weight lifting off your old self feels. Wow. Wow. Okay, so that was really amazing. I'm going to post these 2 cards in my Instagram stories and in the Inner Sanctum app so you can read through them at your pleasure and remind yourself of all of your awesomeness. Okay? Whew, that was great. That always cheers me up. I love magic. Okay, well, I've been on here for a long time. I've been trying to meter myself to 30 minutes for Coffee and Magic, and I'm like, whoa, is it 9:20? Okay, well, thanks for hanging with me this morning. It's been nice to start my Friday morning with you guys. Make sure that if you're not already following me on Instagram, that you follow me on Instagram. Get my app. It's called Inner Sanctum. Make sure you're on the mailing list. Do all the things. Tell your friends, and I'll see a lot of you on Saturday, which is tomorrow, for our full moon in Gemini channeling and ritual. I can't wait. I'm working all weekend, and I'm kind of excited about it. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. I love you. Goodbye, YouTube, and goodbye, TikTok.